You ever picked up a game and just think, hey, look, I'm gonna hit the story, I'm gonna get some notes down, and then I'm gonna get my review done. And then next thing you know, you are about like 20 plus hours in, a good 80% done. You're not even really doing the main storyline anymore, and you are just all about the side quests and trying to get those collectibles. And that's when the game says, you live here now. Yeah, that's been me with Constance, so let's go. Hey, what's up, folks? Silent Xer of Competent Gamers, folks. This is going to be a review of Constance by BTF. We were actually given a review code for Constance, which we are so thankful for that opportunity. But also know that all opinions expressed is that of Competent Gamers. So let's get on with this review. Okay, folks, so today we are going to be diving into Constance, which is a hand-drawn Metroidvania by indie developer BTF. Now, I've put about, 20 hours into the game, so that's sitting roughly at maybe about 80% completion. Not because I rushed it, but because I did exactly the opposite. I just wanted to take my time. I stepped away from mainline in the campaign, and I just got lost in the side quests, the favors, the brush techniques, the erasers, inspirations, and all that. And just to let you know, also, the game was released on November 24th on PC, and I knew from when I played the demo, how I just absolutely loved the demo, but also I knew from day one that I didn't want to sprint through this one. This is a game that you just sit with. You know what I mean? So in Constance, you play as, no surprise, Constance. She's an artist who's mentally and just emotionally burned out. Her inner world is just literally cracking under the weight of anxiety, pressure, and just everything in her life. It just keeps throwing things at her. And you get to drop into that inner world. A colorful, decaying space full of strange characters, hostile creatures, and memories that just feel a little too real at times. And as you explore this world, you start to see how all of this just kind of ties back to her life, her work, expectations, family, and just that feeling of being pulled in every direction all at once. Now, as an older gamer, or what I like to call classically trained gamer, who basically, juggling family, work, and content, that constant, I'm exhausted, but I gotta keep going energy. I related with Constance right away, and I felt that immediately. Let's talk about the first thing that hits you, the art. This game is straight up gorgeous. Everything is hand-drawn. The backgrounds look like fully painted concept art. Characters and enemies are just expressive and weird in the best ways, and the animation really feels alive with just little flourishes that kind of reminds you that, hey, a human actually hand drew all of this. Now, like I said, even 20 hours in, I still catch myself stopping and just kind of looking around rooms, even though there's rooms that I've been into many times. And there's just always some little details in the distance, a subtle animation or a mood in the colors that just makes the space feel like a real place in Constance's mind, and not just, this is, this is level 3-2 or something like that. Now, if you are into art directions at all, Constance is one of those games where screenshots don't really cut it. You just have to see this thing in motion. Pretty doesn't matter if it plays like trash. And luckily, Constance feels great in the hands. So the controls, I have to say, are tight and responsive. That's exactly what you want in a game like Constance. Jumps land where you're expecting them to land, the attacks come out clean, and movement stays precise even when things get chaotic, and they will get chaotic at times. As you progress, you start unlocking different brush techniques that kind of evolve that both your combat and your traversal. You'll be dashing and diving, sliding through paint, using the environment in a more complex way, and none of it feels tacked on. Now, what I really appreciate is that even after layering all those abilities on top of each other's, the game never feels clumsy. If I messed up, guess what? It was on me. That's what you want. You want a game to just, hey, let me play the game. Don't also fight me. If I mess up, hey, my bad, I messed up. And honestly, that's exactly how an action platformer should really feel. This is where I've spent most of my time. Instead of laser focusing on the main quests, I've just been, picking up like side quests or favors from NPCs, hunting down like new brush techniques, trying to get those erasers. I want to open up my inspirations and all that stuff, and just all those tiers, unlocking the tiers that reveal those pieces of Constance's past. I have like one more tier to go, and I'm kind of holding out because it's the last tier that I need to do. And here's the key thing. This isn't just filler content. The side stuff in Constance, it generally makes you stronger and deepens the story. The more you find and unlock, the more powerful you feel. You hit harder, you move smarter, and you even survive longer. You gain those tools that let you just explore places that used to feel almost impossible. One of those things also that I love is the photographic, the camera, that if you see something, this is going to happen to you. You're going to see a place that you can't get to, or you just don't know how. Just snap a picture of it, come back to it. Trust me, you're going to be doing that a lot. You're going to be coming back to places. It's a Metroidvania. Some of these optional challenges, however, let me tell you, man, they are no joke. You're going to have to really know your moves, plan your routes, and sometimes just stubbornly keep trying. But that's also where the fun is. It nails that classic Metroidvania feel. You know what? You get stuck, you open up your map, you lean back and you go, okay, I know I saw something over there. Okay, I gotta come back. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture and I'll be back. You retrace your steps, experiment, and when you finally reach that chest, or you found a new canvas or a new secret nook that you've been having your eye in, you be like, yes, I did it. And just that rush, it hits so hard. And that's the kind of payoff that really kept me driving and just wanted to go into every corner of the map. Okay, let's talk about the tiers. These are basically emotional snapshots, kind of a little scene from Constance's life. There's like 4 tiers in the game that kind of gives you, like I said before, like kind of a snapshot. I'm purposely leaving that one. I don't want to hit it quite yet. I want to find some other stuff. But basically, they show you what she's been going through. Just pressures from others and expectations, small moments that really cut deeper than they really should. Oh man, that's when this game gets kind of heavy. It hits hard. It hits hard. Collecting the tiers isn't just about just a completion percentage. Every one of them just adds context. Why is Constance so burned out? Like, why she feels like nothing she does is good enough. Why her inner world just kind of looks the way it does. And then, I gotta share this, man. And then there's that one that really hit me, which was the violin QTE. Yeah, wow. So about the violin QTE, I don't think this is a spoiler or anything, but there is a memory where Constance is playing the violin, and you're also doing a little QTE sequence, hidden prompts. You know how it is. You're trying to stay in rhythm. And look, I was sure I was hitting those inputs on time. I mean, I'm not like the greatest, but it wasn't anything super crazy. It just didn't matter. No matter how well I played, her teacher was just tearing into her, just kind of berating and nitpicking, just making it feels like she was just never ever good enough. And honestly, I was like, oh my gosh, that one actually got to me. I didn't feel it just look, it didn't feel like a fun mini game. It really felt like one of those moments from real life that sticks with you. When, you're given everything that you've got and someone still decides to just crush you anyway. It's spirit breaking in exactly the way it's supposed to be. You kind of walk out of that scene not just feeling bad for Constance, but kind of remembering your own moments like that, because I sure did. It was horrible. I kind of stepped back for a little bit, and you know what? That's where the game's storytelling hits a little different. It just hits on a different level. It doesn't just tell you she's struggling. It makes you feel it. And I think after that, that's why I think I broke off from the main quest, and I didn't want to do the last tier. I wanted to explore more and find more stuff. But yeah, wow. Oh man, that tier, boy, that'll get you. It got me. Difficulty wise, I'm gonna say that Constance feels it feels really solid. You know what I mean? It finds a balance. And if you just want to see the story, hey, you can move through at a good pace. But if you're like me, then you want to wrap up those side quests. You want to snag all the brush techniques. You want to fully explore the map and just kind of push yourself to getting all the extras. Then this game, oh boy, if you want to do all that, this game is going to test you. That's for sure. The bosses and the side pieces will also absolutely have you just kind of leaning forward in your chair, because when you lean forward, you gain, I think they say, like 58% more focus. And you really grip them controllers, and this is one of those games that it will have you saying, okay, one more try, I got this, and you'll say that one more try about like 20, 25 more times. After that, you probably turn the game off, come back to it later or the next day, and then you'll just get it on the first try. But it never hits that, oh my goodness, I hate this game and I'm uninstalling it level. And those games like that. It's demanding, but the game is fair. And the more you engage with the side content, it's just the more equipped you'll feel to tackle whatever comes next. And that's one of my favorite things about Constance. Your effort outside the main path really pays off. Okay, so after about, I said before, 20 hours, and again, sitting at nearly 80% complete, I'm really glad that I didn't rush this review. Constance has turned out to be one of those games where the more time that you put into it, the more time it gives back. I just love looking at the stunning hand-drawn art. That just never stops impressing me. The tight, responsive controls, even when your moveset expands, it's like pin perfect. The side quests, the favors, the collectibles, those actually matter, and it makes you feel stronger. And my goodness, the tears, with the memory, that hits deep. Boy. Yeah, it's all good. And a genuine, heartfelt look at burnout, pressure, and mental health. that, honestly, a lot of us older gamers would recognize it immediately. I still have that last tier, that last chunk to pass through. But even without seeing the final credits yet, I can safely say that this one is special. And if you love Metroidvanias, if you love games with just emotional weight, or if you just want something that respects both your skill and your feelings, then you might want to look at Constance, because it's absolutely worth your time. But you know what, folks? That was my experience with Constance. So I want to hear from you. Have you played Constance yet? Have you checked out the demo? Because, hey, the demo is free and it's still available and it's awesome. And I'm pretty sure it will let you, it's going to want you to play the game. If you're playing, are you rushing the main story, or you're like me, kind of getting lost in the side quests and hunting down every last secret? Do me a favor. You know what? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know about your favorite moments, or, one scene that really hits hardest down in your feels. Let us know down in the comment section. And of course, if this review really helped you out, if this review helped you out, or put Constance on your radar, do me a favor, do Confident Gamers a favor, hit that like button. If you really want to support the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell. And you know what, share this with other older, classically trained gamers who still loves a good challenge and a good story. Thank you so much for your time. As always, big shout out to the folks that got us a chance, the code to check out Constance. Thank you so much again. To everybody else, all opinions expressed in this review is that of Confident Gamers. And you know what, folks? Tell you what, I really want some folks to check out Constance, and in the comment section below, let me know your favorite Metroidvania game. Let me know if you're playing Constance, if you checked out the demo. Let me know just heartfelt moments in games, and I'm gonna read through it. And you know what, next week I'm gonna pick somebody and I'm gonna get y'all the game. I'm gonna get y'all Constance game, because that's how much I really want to put behind this game. This game is amazing and I love it. So I'm going to randomly choose somebody and I'm going to gift them a Steam copy of Constance. What about that? All right. Well, it's up to y'all. So let me know. All right, folks, I'm going to get out here. So till next time, I'm Silent X. I'm Confident Gamers. Real gamers keep gaming. Peace. Love y'all. Later.